You've been lied to. Every vision board you've made, every affirmation you've repeated until your throat went dry, every time you tried to feel abundant while checking your empty bank account. It didn't work, did it? And here's what nobody wants to tell you. It's not your fault, but it is your responsibility. You see, there's a missing piece that the manifestation gurus conveniently forgot to mention. As Rumi once said, what you seek is seeking you. But what if you're seeking in the wrong direction entirely? What if everything you've learned about manifestation is just the tip of an iceberg that goes much, much deeper? Today, we're going to tear apart everything you thought you knew. And by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why your manifestations have been stuck in limbo, and more importantly, how to finally break through. Wishing trap. Here's where most people go wrong from the very beginning. They confuse wishing with manifesting. Think about it. How many times have you said you want something, but deep down you treated it like a fantasy? Like asking for a miracle you don't really expect to receive. Wishing is passive. It's hoping the universe will drop a lottery ticket in your lap while you sit on the couch. Manifestation is something entirely different. It's an active co-creation with reality itself. Dr. Joe Dispenza, a neuroscientist who has studied thousands of spontaneous healings, discovered something fascinating. The people who transformed their lives weren't just thinking positive thoughts. They were fundamentally rewiring their brains through elevated emotion, combined with clear intention. Emotion plus intention, that's the formula. But most people skip the emotion entirely. They write down their goals like a grocery list and wonder why nothing happens. As Napoleon Hill wrote after studying 500 millionaires, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. The key word there is believe, not wish, not hope, believe. And belief requires emotional conviction. But here's the thing, even belief isn't enough if something deeper is working against you. There's a part of you that doesn't want what you say you want. Sounds crazy, right? But your subconscious mind, that vast underwater iceberg that controls 95% of your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, has its own agenda. And its primary job is to keep you safe. Not happy, not successful, safe. So when you try to manifest $1 million, your subconscious immediately runs a threat assessment. New territory means new dangers. Financial success might mean losing friends who can't relate to you anymore. It might mean more responsibility than you feel ready to handle. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. Jung understood this a century ago. Your conscious mind might want wealth, love, freedom. But if your subconscious believes you don't deserve it or that it's dangerous to have it, guess who wins every single time? The subconscious always wins. It's like trying to drive a car with one foot on the gas and one foot on the brake. You burn out the engine and go nowhere. Conscious wants subconscious blocks. Have you ever wondered why you keep ending up in the same situations? Same relationship patterns, same money problems, same frustrations. That's not bad luck. That's your subconscious running the same program over and over again. And this brings us to where these programs actually came from. Childhood. Between the ages of 0 and 7, your brain was basically a sponge. Neuroscientists call this the theta brainwave state, a kind of hypnotic trance where everything you experienced went straight into your subconscious without any filter. You didn't question what your parents said about money. You didn't analyze whether your teacher was right when she said you weren't smart enough. You just absorbed it all as absolute truth. And now, decades later, those old recordings are still playing on repeat in the background of your mind. Maybe you heard phrases like money doesn't grow on trees, or rich people are greedy, or you have to work hard to succeed. Inherited beliefs running your life. These aren't your beliefs. They're borrowed beliefs from people who were also running borrowed beliefs from their parents. It's generational programming passed down like a dysfunctional family heirloom. As Bruce Lipton, cellular biologist and author of The Biology of Belief, explains, the subconscious mind is 1,000,000 times more powerful than the conscious mind. 1,000,000 times. That means your childhood programming is operating with 1,000,000 times more influence than all your positive affirmations combined. No wonder those sticky notes on your mirror haven't changed anything. But what if you could actually update this programming? And that leads us to why the typical methods fail so spectacularly. Why? I am rich, I am abundant, I am worthy. Sound familiar? You've probably said these 1,000 times. Maybe you even felt silly doing it. And here's the uncomfortable truth. You were right to feel silly because you were doing it wrong. Affirmations don't fail because they're useless. They fail because of the massive gap between what you're saying and what you actually feel. When you say I am rich while your bank account is overdrawn, your subconscious doesn't get inspired. It laughs at you. It registers the statement as a blatant lie, and then doubles down on its existing programming to maintain what it perceives as reality. The mind is everything. What you think you become. Buddha was right, but he wasn't talking about empty words. He was talking about genuine mental states. The thoughts that shape you are the ones backed by emotion and conviction, not hollow phrases repeated mechanically. Words without feeling equal nothing. Studies in neuroscience show that the brain cannot distinguish between a vividly imagined experience and a real one, but only if that imagination includes full emotional engagement. This is why athletes visualize winning before competitions. They don't just see it. They feel the gold medal around their neck. They hear the crowd. They taste the victory. So how do you bridge this gap between saying and feeling? That brings us to something called the frequency gap. Frequency gap. Everything in this universe vibrates at a specific frequency. This isn't new age nonsense. This is quantum physics. Nikola Tesla himself said, if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Your thoughts have frequencies. Your emotions have frequencies. And whatever you're trying to manifest also has a frequency. Here's the problem. There's a gap between where you are vibrationally and where your desire exists. Imagine two radio stations. You're tuned to 97.5, but the abundance channel broadcasts on 105.3. You can't hear it because you're on the wrong frequency. Most people try to manifest from a place of lack. They want money because they feel broke. They want love because they feel lonely. They want success because they feel like failures. Wanting from lack creates more lack. This is the frequency trap. You can't attract abundance while broadcasting scarcity. It violates the fundamental law of resonance, like attracts like. The desperate energy